Hello all, my name is Ren. So before we begin, you must know that I'm very torn on the anime portion of this episode because as you know, each episode has 3 portions. Portion 1 is the free time events and other shenanigans, Portion 2 is the ultimate despair, and 3rd is what their normal selves did in the anime. So some characters had more to offer than others, sure, but the most important thing is that despite the research that I've done for the episodes, they never really do that well. As you see here, episode 2 did 415 views, while episode 3 had 328 views, which you may think that it's not that bad, it's okay. You should see that before the Danganronpa 200% reach at least 1,000 views per episode! So I'm not gonna lie that this does hit me with a lot of despair that Dangan 2 doesn't hit that well anymore. So I came up with the idea to slice a piece of the research from the episode into its own standalone video. And look at that! Both the Hyoko Redemption and Texas Mahiro did significantly more views. Hell, just the Hyoko video did much better than episodes 2 and 3 combined. That is wild. This of course came at the cost of topics being repetitive to you, the true 100% viewers. So not only do I want to thank you guys for watching the essay videos despite that, but also being here all the way through for the true 100% episodes. So thank you, not just to the commenters, but everyone who watches my content. And yes, I know the reason why it resulted to that many views is because it's a combination of quality, it being a niche topic, and I'm still a small YouTuber, so that's most likely the average that I'm gonna get. So that just means then that I, Ren, have to keep going, have to keep pushing, and have to keep growing. I have to keep looking towards the future, towards hope. And most importantly, again, thank you guys very much for watching my content. I know I'm still ass on many parts of making a video, but it is what it is. So now, I normally say, we're now at another conundrum, since if I were to do a discussion portion, it'll be repetitive yet again for you true 100% guys for when I do another essay video. But no, not this time. After logic diving it through, I know what I can still deliver to the discussion portions, but also not make it repetitive for the eventual essay videos. So this is where my true hope lies. Even at the face of great despair, I have to keep searching for new kinds of hope to move forward. So let's officially start by warping all the way back to chapter 1 to visit good boy Nagito, because for some reason you need to talk to him in chapter 1 for his first event, and if you miss him, you can never rank him up anywhere else anymore. Which is absolutely bonkers in my opinion, and it'd be even crazier if they did something even worse than this in V3, which surely is never a thing to worry about again, right? In Event 1, it's nothing remarkable, and yet it feels like the most canon interaction because they talk about Hajime's unknown talent. So Nagito jokes with him to ease him off about his worries and says, "Right, but it's going to be fine, Hajime. I'm positive you have a talent that's brimming with hope." Jeez, he's totally messing with me. But thanks to him, my feelings are lighter than they ever were. Oh, could it be? Was that his goal all along? Oh, okay, it wasn't manipulative, it was just joking. I see. Nice. And there we go, easy peasy. And we're now gonna warp all the way to the Funhouse because the BGM of that place is just so good that there's no way I won't do Nagito's events there. But that'll play later when Hajime gets hungry. So in the meantime, on the way to event 2, a lot of weird things happen. Here, just watch. What do you mean? He was already there. Why did it have to wait? That doesn't make any sense. This game is just breaking. It shouldn't do that when there's a living person in there. It should have already been open. Wow, I can't believe how huge these buildings are. How did the Strawberry Tower door close when you were in here? What should I do? Yes, let's break the fourth wall. I'm so blessed that I can break the fourth wall like this. Wait, what? What the hell are you saying? I'm so happy I'm about to wet myself. What? What were you saying? Wow, I can't believe how huge these buildings are. What should I do? Yes, I'm so blessed I'm about to wet myself. What? Hello? Do you want to share our ideas about this building? No? It's better exchanging ideas. Okay. Let's exchange swords. Let's zip up our swords. Why don't we? What happens if we hang out with Nagito during our first event? Okay, I'm back in time. I'm in slot number 1 now. So where is Nagito? There's Nagito. Nagito, what the hell do you have to say for yourself?
Hello there.
Welcome, Hajime. What are you welcoming me for? What the hell? There's a response from Hajime? That's never happened in all the invites. What? It's probably because you're staying at Grape House. For some reason, you seem like a guest. If I offended you at all, I apologize. Okay, no, there's no need to apologize. What? Does this mean that this free time event is canon? Wow, okay.
Hey.
Oh yeah, while we're at it, I should let know our room assignments. What is happening with this grammar? I should let you know our room assignment. The deluxe room at the back toward the lounge area is my room. Yup. What the hell is this? Why are you telling me this? I didn't know she drew portraits for the guys. For a princess song. What? Of course, we're seeing the portrait Sonia drew in place of our nameplates on our door. So even if you don't remember, it'll be okay as long as you use that as a sign. I didn't know she drew. What? I didn't know that. I thought Monokuma just had that installed all along. Wow, lore. Thank you.
Someone like me?
Drawing a portrait of a lowly human like me?
Great!
How might John from such undeserved honor? Sonia's merciful heart might be ultimate level 2. Even in this situation, he still acts like this. When what? I can't hang out with him? Hello, Nagito?
Jeez.
Okay, now you're back to normal. That was weird. Why didn't you say all this in event 2? I understand the pain of having nothing to do.
It's obvious.
But this is just a despair that we have to overcome. In the end, everyone's hope will shine bright. What should I do? Can I even hang out with Nagito when he's acting like this?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't mind. There's plenty of time today. Oh, there will be. Okay, event 2. Now it officially begins. Now we're gonna see Nagito wet himself and the music is gone again. Great! The game is just breaking in on me. Fantastic. I didn't edit that out, by the way. Like, literally, see? You're hearing the footsteps right now and there's no music. See? BGM max. You're hearing the sound effect right now. There's no BGM. Oh, game. What is happening? So, I'm gonna push the button. Okay, I'm gonna push the button in Grape House. What? I pressed the button next to the door to Grape Hall. It didn't open. Someone might be inside Grape Tower. As I recall, the door is designed to not open when someone's inside. So that means it should have already been open at Strawberry House. Or I mean at Strawberry Tower. And yet it wasn't. Boom! Yes. Sorry for that crash out. I haven't been this wild since Taka from Danganronpa 1 when we were in chapter 1 and he somehow invited me to go to the bathhouse when it was locked. Anyway, Nagito. Yes. Yeah. You're so happy. Okay, so for real this time in event 2, no more pants talk. Nagito clarifies that the definition of hope is that it's the embodiment of absolute good, a positive force. Everything created by hope is an absolute good. And that's why he's willing to be sacrificed or be sacrificed so that the greater hope can rise higher. Obvious. Which, as a bonus, this is why Nagito is so damn determined to kill Junko. She is the embodiment of absolute despair, and so by killing Junko, he believes that she will be a stepping stone to absolute hope. And yet he hopes that Junko lives this encounter because he wants to believe that if he succeeds in killing Junko, then she was just a small stepping stone. But if he fails, then that means someone greater than Nagito will be able to destroy Junko, which will create an even greater hope. I mean, excuse me, which confuses Hajime and doesn't quite get it. Which, if you really think about it, it's not that deep, bro. Which I'm pretty sure that Izuru Hajime does come to understand it eventually. I mean, why else would he trust Nagito after all the chaos he put them through, right? In Event 3, which this time he elaborates on his ultimate log talent that he's had since he was born, wherein the worse something happens, the greater the outcome will eventually be. Like, for example, he says that if you wind up in a car accident and got hospitalized, that is a very bad thing, right? And yet, the nurse who takes care of you in that hospital turns out to be the one who will be your future wife. So you never would have met her had you never got into that car accident. That's why then that no matter how bad any situation is, Nagito remains positive since he strongly believes that something good will eventually come out of it, even his own death. And then, in Event 4, continuing on talking about Nagito's power of luck, he tells the story of his family.
Hey.
Now then, let's start talking about me. Where should I start? I know, this happened when I was in elementary school.
Actually,
one day, my family and I were planning to board an airplane from the San Cristobal airport. Where in the world is that? But surprise, surprise, after we boarded, the airplane was hijacked. Don't you think that's the worst luck? But surprisingly, a meteorite fell at the exact right time. We're not in V3, Nagito, relax. Well, for a meteorite, it was only the size of a closed fist. Anyway, that falling meteorite struck the hijacker and prevented any further problems. Don't you think that's an amazing act of good luck?
Man.
But the meteorite also hit my parents and they died instantly. Don't you think that's a terrible act of bad luck? But in the end, I obtained my freedom and an immense inheritance. See, it was really amazing good luck all along, right? Nagito spoke about this event so optimistically, and my understanding just couldn't keep up with him, so it's not that hard to comprehend Hajime. Of course, back when he was a kid, he would have definitely been traumatized, but think about it from his perspective, having the same pattern happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Something bad happens to you and then something good will eventually come from it. You'll definitely come to embrace it, right? As a sort of messed up superpower. You gotta. And right before I entered Hope Speak Academy, well, no, I shouldn't tell you this story. It's impertinent of me to burden you with all this because of my pointless situation. After dominating the conversation, Nagito left. I feel like I still don't know much about him. So we're meeting Nagito right in this room, huh? That's interesting. And we didn't even have to knock or anything, we just entered it. Hello, Nagito. Nice room you have. Ugh. Looks like I'm starting to lose it. You look all blurry, Hajime. If there's an emergency, I don't mind if you guys use me for food, okay? God, Nagito, chill! We're not gonna eat you. Just feed us the heart attack that I gave you earlier. I wonder how much longer I'll be able to speak normally. Alright, Nagito, for my final gift for you, gift number 90, memory notebook, coincidentally next to Mukuru's knife. Gift number 90, a raggedy notebook. The cover says Kiko Oto's memory notebook. The writings inside are too worn out. So the name is Ryoko. I don't know why it says KY, but it's Ryoko Otonashi from Danganronpa 0. The ultimate analyst. That's right, her, the ultimate analyst, Ryoko Otonashi's notebook. The ultimate fashionista, Mukuru's sister. Yes, how on earth do we have this then? Well, Juko would probably kill us if she knew that we have this.
Great!
Oh my goodness! I never expected to find something like this here. I see. I was brought to this island just so I could obtain this. Yeah, you could definitely use that against Junko. Sure. Go ahead, Nagito. I can't tell you how happy I am right now.
Hey,
Okay, here we go. For real this time. Hajime, why are you...
well,
No, the reason doesn't matter. I just want to feel grateful for this good luck. I want to be thankful that there's someone who's interested in trash like me. The reason I'm here is because I wanted to hear the rest of what you were going to say earlier.
yep.
Oh, I don't mind. It's no big deal anyway. Like I said before, my parents are dead. Since I had no other relatives, it took directly actions against me. What does it mean?
Well,
My diagnosis. Stage 3 malignant lymphoma, and to top it off, it's accompanied by frontotemporal dementia. Huh?
this is troubling.
Even now, my brain is deteriorating bit by bit while I'm speaking to you. And I'm also very hungry.
Jeez.
My life expectancy is between half a year to a year. But right after I was diagnosed, I was accepted into Hope Speak Academy. I believe that balanced things out, but now these killings are occurring. You know, as soon as my life entered the final round, it quickly became a roller coaster ride. But it's going to be alright. No matter the bad luck that happens, good luck always lies just beyond it. The reason I'm alive is because I always believe there's hope, no matter what. Do you understand me now, Hajime? No matter what his reasons were, I couldn't forgive all the things Nagito had done. That's what I've been believing. But still, Hajime, you and I are so alike.
Actually,
That's why you understand my feelings. I felt this from the start. I don't feel the unique aura that exists in those... What? I don't feel the unique aura that exists in those who have talent from you. So you're already suspecting something off from him, huh? I only detect the scent of a miserable bystander, just like me. Very interesting. That may be so, but I'm not miserable. I'm different from you.
perhaps.
It seems there's no one who's willing to inherit my soul after all. I have no parents, no siblings, no relatives, not even friends or acquaintances. Because of my self-righteous thoughts, everyone distanced themselves from me. I was fine with that while I was still healthy, but it's quite lonely to die alone. Now that I'm on the verge of death, I finally realized what I wanted all along. Somebody's love. What? I read a book about something like that the other day. Huh? It was right of me to cite a book written for the masses. Thanks to that, I was able to gain your empathy. Yes, I'm satisfied now. You were lying just now? No, everything you've said up to this point, all of it was all just lies? Why would an ultimate person ever lie to me like this? This is insane. Hopefully nobody in V3 is ever like this again. Jeez.
Right?
Have you finally decided to kill me? If you want, I'll prepare the perfect crime. Then you can kill me and you'll be saved. Let's commit the crime together so despair can become the foundation of hope. You can do it. I believe in you. After all, you tolerated someone like me this entire time. I'm sure a bright hope is sleeping inside you too. No. Nagito, just tell me one thing and be honest. If you didn't have your ultimate luck, you know, like that episode in Danganronpa 3, you had a special episode just for you, Nagito.
You're right.
I would reject that idea. Living a peaceful life, a boring, normal life, with no hope and despair, I absolutely hate it. As I said in that episode, spoilers, I see. That's all then, goodbye. I turned my back to him, and as I walked away, I could hear Nagito's voice in the distance.
Please, don't forget, from the bottom of my heart, I am truly in love with the hope that sleeps inside you.
In the end, everything Nagito said, I don't know what was true and what was lies. But even so, there might have been a definitive truth hidden somewhere in his words. If there wasn't, there's no way I could feel this mysterious bond between Nagito and me. If he does obtain the hope he wants, what is he going to do? And we will never know. Strangely enough, I feel like I want to see that. I want to see that too! Nagito wants to be the ultimate hope, and what would he do with that hope in him? Hope springs eternal. You just unlock the skill Trance! Mukro skill! Whoa! So that increases your combo effectiveness during the BTB. So what will it do this time? Even low tempo combos will... Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Even low combos will increase the tempo effective during the PTA. I'm truly in love with the hope that sleeps inside you. How do I know anything he said was true or not? That's true, Hajime. That is true. Just the sickness was most likely a lie. What will happen to him if he ever gets the hope he desires? We will never know. Oh, right. Here it is, gift number 115. Nagito's favorite boxer shorts. Even when the laundry got soaking wet from a sudden rainstorm, this pair of lucky underwear was the only thing that stayed dry. Nice. So, if this is the first time you're watching Nagito's events, then you must be feeling very unsure whether to believe him or not, right? Was it really a lie? If so, what was the point of this social link then? Well, first off, and frankly, there's no evidence to if it's a lie or not, but I'm in the strong belief that Nagito is not lying about his terminal illness, and the bit about dying alone and wanting somebody's love is the lie, and is indeed just quoting it to gain a quick empathy from Hajime, and maybe even to rile him up enough to kill him. So why then? Why is Nagito doing this, and why do I think that he's not lying? Well, to get my thoughts out properly, number one, in every final event, the character is always compelled to tell a part of their truth. For Byakuya, it's only the final event where he finally reveals one story about his past, and that it being his fight against all his siblings to inherit the title of Ultimate Affluent Progeny. Imposter seriously heavily implies that he's not Byakuya. This is the only event that he does this. Kyoko tells you the full story about her gloves and her feelings for Makoto. Hiro reveals how his true title should really be the ultimate scammer. And I'm gonna cite a very important example in Danganronpa 3, but it's also a massive spoiler, so move to this timestamp to avoid this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm very serious about the spoiler. Kokichi Oma, the ultimate supreme leader! For his final event with Shuichi, he reveals the truth that he never intended to kill Shuichi, just that his heart dies of worry, therefore making sure that he'll never forget Kokichi and that he stole his heart. So, no need to steal his life too then. It's all done and good now. But what was the point of all the games and his entire social link events then? Well, it tells you of Kokichi's true nature. He seems evil, but he's practically harmless. He never intends to actually hurt anyone, which is unfortunately something Chapter 6 Shuichi never understands. As a bonus, Kaede is the only few that assesses that his evil organization is just a lie, aside from Nagito of course, that it doesn't even exist. As a response, Kokichi uses confusion to put Kaede off his trail since he doesn't confirm nor deny that idea. Oh, also, she asserts that he should instead have the title of Ultimate Liar, not Supreme Leader. But nah, you're wrong, Kaede, because I believe that he should have the title of Ultimate Clown instead! Yes. Okay, welcome back, Time Jumpers. So yeah, what I'm getting at is that even if it's just a fragment of truth, even if it's not said directly, the final event is always centered on the idea of a piece of truth being revealed, to which not even the V3 character was immune to this. Plus, before the final event, Nagito already said last time that, "And right before I entered Hope Speak Academy... No, I shouldn't tell you this story. It's impertinent of me to burden you with all this because of my pointless situation." Yeah, so he already wanted to say it anyway, but he just stopped himself. So all in all, these are parts of why I believe Nagito's illness confession. And yet, number 2 is time for a contradiction. Evidence to support against my belief. Because as Nagito says, he was diagnosed right as he was accepted into Hope's Peak and that he only has a year or maybe half left to live. And yet he lives perfectly fine in the anime, which was 1.5 years worth of time, by the way. The first year being more fun and hopeful, and the second being the despair time, as you're seeing it being timelined nicely by the wiki. And even without the anime to use as evidence, as in going to the time before the anime is created, it's already confirmed that these guys already lived at least a year. So, isn't it this stronger proof then that Nagito is lying about his terminal illness? Well, I'd like to call to the stand your boy Nekomaru! I hope you remember episode 4 because he said during event 4 that he had a heart defect and would only live up to 20 years old at most. So he was frail growing up and was physically unable to play any sports nor PE. His childhood consisted of having frequent trips to the hospital. And yet, because of the strong inspiration that a certain young team manager instilled within him, that Nekomaru became the buff man that we see today. Abs, limbs, and balls of absolute steel, able to defeat Akane anytime, any day, never losing a single time. Now that sounds completely bonkers to defy all physical logic, to be able to change himself and quite possibly be able to survive that when he reaches age 20 now. But this is an anime, so of course this can happen. This is a world full of superpowered teenagers or so-called ultimate teenagers. So do you really want to bank on normal physical logic working there? No. Therefore, I believe then that his power of luck will somehow make him survive this illness. And plus, with Hajime Izuru now on his side, there's a very strong chance that he'll be able to help Nagito survive this. Because in case you didn't know, Hajime Izuru's ultimate talent is literally possessing all ultimate talents. It's as OP and as boring as it sounds, so something so busted can make that impossibility possible, right? Okay, now that our lucky boy is done, it's time to visit a resident ultimate gamer! I gotta say, however, although Chiaki's free time events are pretty fun, they're not as deep as Chihiro's, funny enough. And it's more so like Peko's events wherein there's a certain goal stated and we find a solution to that in the end. So Chiaki's events revolve around touring the island with Hajime and her asking him what would be very commonly known human information like what the heck is a sweet rice cracker? What's girl's day? Where does milk come from? Even though Chiaki's touching a cow as we speak. And hey, Chiaki, let's visit the storage room in the cabin. Maybe something fun will happen. And then this happened.
Huh?
Whoa! Oh boy. I really want to see what they do for Dangan 2x2 about that. Huh? I quickly opened my arms and caught Chiaki as she fell into them. Are you okay?
Thanks.
How embarrassing. I've never tripped before in my life. As she said that, she stepped away from my chest. Whoa, my heart sounds so loud. Of course it does. It's my heart. That surprised me. You're pretty hard, Hajime. Yes, he is. I'm not surprised because I've already seen this. Oh, nani? Like me, your arms and chest are really built. You're definitely a boy. Chiaki, your chest is absolutely definitely built too. Hajime has a chest size of 36 inches while you, have 35. What? 35? Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, that's obvious. But I'm glad you caught me. That means I'll be fine in case of emergencies.
Sleepy.
Even if I suddenly get sleepy, I'll be fine. You can carry me. Not now! Hey, don't sleep! Huh? I found out Chiaki Start was a programmer. I'm not sure why she tried to hide that. She touched my body and she seemed impressed by it. She still has a lot to learn though. Let's go visit Nagito! What are you doing here, Nagito? Hey! What is it? Although I'm not being as extreme as Fuyuhiko was, I don't intend to interact with you guys at all. Come on, go away. Okay, jeez. Hajime's not an ultimate despair. You don't have to be mean like that. Looks like it's pointless to talk to him. Yep, good thing we already maxed out his social link. Okay, Chiaki, this is the last free time event of Chapter 5. The end and the final time that we're hanging out with you. What do you have to say for yourself?
Super difficult.
How should I lure out Nagito? Acting sexy definitely won't work. No, Chiaki, no.
Hey.
What do you think I should do? Acting yes, you just said that. I spent time today with Chiaki thinking of ways to lure out Nagito. I wouldn't know how to lure out Nagito, but I do have this, gift number 41, Tips and Tips, 2nd edition. A thick book that has hints and codes for every game ever released. The 2nd edition now includes tips for clearing even the most difficult levels. A must-have for any true gaming fanatic. Whoa, isn't that a pretty rare item?
Thanks.
Whoa, that seems a little... I feel like it might raise the flag. And yep, it did. There's somewhere I want to go with you today. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. Anywhere is fine. It's the first time Chiaki has picked a place herself. My heart is starting to race. Yeah, well, with that gift in mind, she took me to the beach. Whoa. She's looking around for some reason. Hey, why'd you pick the beach after all this time? This is where Hyoko wanted to be at the final time that you wanted to hang out. At Chapter 3. Hey, why'd you pick the beach after all this time? Did you want to swim or something? In those types of games, usually... you'd put lotion on my back, right? And then you touch me in a weird place, and I'd yell at you. It's a standard tactic. No, how about we not do that? Huh? Which reminds me, where do you think the legendary tree is growing? What kind of game are you talking about now? Probably a loot game.
Well?
I shall give you the 3 choices for what we're going to do from now on. Please select from the following 3. Is this a new game of hers or something? Hug Chiaki. Just kidding. Yeah! Jime, what are you saying? What? Oh, you were? I'm glad you were... What? I'm glad you were joking. If you did something that violent so suddenly, it would have been very bad. Why? All the flags in the story would have been lowered, and the affectionate meter would have drastically decreased. Why? So you only wanted one anyway. Happy, joy. What does this even mean? I don't really know either, but it's probably something like this. Suddenly, Chiaki started running. Catch me if you can, Hajime. She's running across the beach. In a hoodie, no less. I had no choice, so I chased after her. After chasing her around for a little bit, we felt really tired and sat down on the beach. Chiaki, what in the world are we doing? I was thinking about overcoming the genre I'm bad at. Oh, now I remember. The other day you mentioned in rank 1 that there are games you're not good at, right? Apparently, my father also wasn't good at things like this. Well, this is the most difficult part after all. But, I see. So this is what it feels like. Why do you feel convinced by yourself?
Hey.
Just now, that was a date, right? After spending time with you, I realized something for the first time. There are lots of things I still don't understand. For example, I know how babies are made, but I don't really know how to fall in love with someone. That sort of thing. Why would you use that as an example?
What happened?
Oh, what happened? Your face is red, Hajime. Nothing, don't worry about it. Just as I thought, there's still a bunch of stuff I don't know anything about. I want to know more about lots of things. Because if I do, I'll be able to understand much more, I think.
Well?
So can you keep teaching me, Hajime? Just for this one last moment, because I'm gonna die next time, okay? Yeah, of course. But in order to do that, we need to hurry up and get off this island. Oh, right.
Don't ever forget about me. Even after you get out of here.
Oh! Huh? I don't know why Chiaki would say something like that, but there's no denying the strong bond I feel between Chiaki and myself. I'll definitely get out of here. And you are not taking Chiaki, bro. Sorry. Co-op partner. Just unlock cheat code. Oh, Gundam, I'm so sorry. Your skill is just completely useless now. Increase the power of the silencer cannot be combined with cheat code because cheat code, the time limit doesn't decrease even if you shoot a statement with a silencer. Effective during the non-stop debate, so I can just spam the silencer as much as I damn want, and it won't matter. Sorry, Gundam, sorry. The more Chiaki learns, the more she understands. That's what she desires. I promise to teach her everything I know, and I'll never forget the time I spent with her. This is canon. Oh, wow. How heavy is Chiaki? 101 pounds. And what the? Hajime is heavier than Chiaki? How is that possible? I mean, her chest is... Oh, well, never mind. The chest probably doesn't matter. And of course, we got that too. Gift number 123. Chiaki's undergarments. Chiaki's favorite undergarments. The cute 8-bit pixel pattern is both retro and modern. Great. So, among all the free time events, I think this one is the most likely to be canon, the one that Hajime actually maxes out. However, at Hajime's final moments in anime, they show his introduction scene with Chiaki alongside Nagito, but it would have been so much better if they hinted at this final beach scene instead. Oh well, it is what it is, so let's address the elephant in the room instead. Is human Chiaki a retcon? Yes, unquestionably. They tried to have AI Ghost Chiaki justified a bit by saying she's modeled after someone that the class would have been comfortable seeing again. That's why the Future Foundation chose the Chiaki model, and that the class also deep down longed to see her again. But that in of itself presents a hole in its logic, right? What do you mean comfortable? The version of these guys are from before entering Hope's Peak, so what are you talking about? But yeah, let's not harp on that. It's all fluff to hide that it's a simple retcon. Also again, I unfortunately don't have any evidence to present like an official statement from the devs or anything to show that Chiaki is officially a retcon. However, she's not the first nor only one that seriously feels like a retcon that had to be done to create Dangan 3D anime. So, allow me to list a few. 1. As I already said in episode 2, the thing that I was waiting for the most in the anime was it reflecting the Twilight Syndrome murder case. But my disappointment was immense because it barely reflects what really happened in the anime. Also, the whole anime itself was incredibly boring, but that's a given. Sato barely had a good motive to actually kill Natsumi. They went out of their way to make us empathize with Natsumi big time, and especially made it clear that Sato was not in her right mind. A near complete reversal retcon to the game's point that Sato had no choice but to do this and was very reluctant to do so. Number 2, Ryota Mitarai shouldn't exist in the first place at all. They tried their best to logic out that imposter switch from his Byakuya persona after already being in Hope's Peak. So maybe because Imposter learned that Byakuya will attend school next year, which was never said by the way, he used Ryota's identity instead. But that answer is also full of holes since Imposter had a damn school profile as confirmed by Monokuma in-game. He was scouted by Hope's Peak, chosen by Hope's Peak. You could argue that Joko's lying just as she hid the fact that human Chiaki is actually dead from the profile. But no, another hole is that if Imposter is already enrolled and scouted for, why didn't Chisa, this extremely bombastic teacher full of hope, never mention of an imposter already being scouted in this class? Don't you think that she would have questioned Kyosuke or the headmaster, Kyoko's dad, that hey, where's this student? He was scouted, right? I need to give everyone hope. I need to help everyone. Where is he? And... okay, you got the point, right? Lots of holes that I could keep going. But yeah, Ryota was retconned into the world. So, why do all these retcons then? It's because you have to realize that Danganronpa had a very fragile world building since the very beginning. Listen, let's take a step back. Try to narrow your scope to only Danganronpa 1 and maybe Chapter 6. Hope's Peak Academy was destroyed by something called the Tragedy, and the whole world was also destroyed after, and it was called a very stupid name. What, you thought I was gonna say that? Oh hell no. No mention of the Ultimate Despair class, nothing about the reserve course, nothing about how the world was taken over exactly, only that it is, and it's because of a single high school girl, featuring Mukuro. So it sounds absolutely bonkers, and yet is it any wonder then that V3 has so many incons? Oh, whoops, I should shut up about that. I have a conspiracy theory that Spike Chunsoft, or the writers, didn't expect nor intend for Danganronpa to ever become so big. I think they believed that this was all gonna be a one-off niche game. So when it became a viral game, it was like, uh-oh, now we're gonna expand it. Okay, let's keep it vague, so let's make Dangan 2. But then that popped even harder. Now the writers were like, okay, now we have to make an anime. Wow, but wait, most of the lore here is so inconsistent and all over the place. We built up so many big questions about Junko and the world, and we never actually intended to create any answers. Well then, team, we have no choice but to retcon portions of the lore to create a stable world building and story rather than leaving it completely fragile as it is. Even at the cost of breaking a bit of the audience hold of the franchise, we have to do it. It's the only choice to do to create this anime. So therefore, even if the anime was horribly mid, this is why the retcon was needed. So don't let the other fans gaslight you into thinking that it was a bad choice. Tell it was because it was necessary. And even if the final product is again so mid, the Danganronpa series was always imperfect anyway. Ultra Despair Girls! And to sum it all up, is Human Chiaki a retcon? Yes, absolutely. Is it weird then that once they get to the real world Jabberwock Island, they'll have a memorial for 2 Chiakis? Maybe. Does this all really matter? And in hindsight, now that I think about it, is there any deeper implications about this? Isn't this a bit weird? Well, for this one, I'm gonna leave this one for you to decide. Is it weird? Is it okay? Is it not? Is it really that weird? I won't say a word. I've said everything that I wanted to say, and I'll leave it all to you guys. Goodbye, take care. And thus, you've reached the outro. We're now coming up on my favorite trial in the whole series. Surprisingly and sadly, V3 never came close to that intensity that is Nagito for me. And I'm not gonna lie, so far Trial 5 has been the most fun I've ever had recording for the failed dialogues. Seriously, the only thing that came close second is Dangan 1's Chapter 6 trial. So hopefully this might mean that Dangan 2's final trial might also be very enjoyable for me. We'll see. So in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching this video. Plunge the like button if you enjoyed it. My name is Ren. Take care. Bye.